How's it going, guys? So this week on the Phantom Cave news, we're going to be talking about the latest Phantom, a new look at the IronStudios new Phantom figurines, and a lot more in this week's Phantom Cave news. So we have a new Phantom comic coming out this Thursday, and as you would all know, yes, the Phantom story that is coming out this Thursday is done by Paul Mason. Paul Mason is the guy that had created Kid Phantom. He did the art for Kid Phantom. The writer behind that series was Andrew Constant. He's an amazing person, same as Paul Mason. He's an amazing person. And this new Vietnam story that is happening in this week is the Phantom in Nam. It's just a shot away. So a lot of fans where we've seen these Vietnam stories come out, a lot of fans, they are quite popular among the fans. Like, I know when I'm actually reading it, I find it quite historically linked to the old time wars and all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty cool that we, as readers, we actually get a snippet, or basically get to read what the hardships were from back in those days, and all those sort of things. And the issue number for this week's issue is 1905. With the cover being announced in the last couple of days that Paul Mason has been done, and you can always check out Paul Mason's newsletter that he does monthly on his website, which I'll be putting the link down below in the description. Now, the date for that comic that will be coming out is the 4th of the 11th, 2021. How is it that we're basically nearly, when that close to Christmas, and then that close to like 2022? What is going on in this world? The cover, as I said, was done by Paul Mason, and he brings out a new newsletter on his website to let fans know what is going to be published by him and the publishers he does work for. Now, Paul Mason has also made new t-shirts that feature his pet bird. I reckon that Paul Mason, he's an amazing person, he's an amazing guy, he's an amazing creator, but even more, his birds are awesome. His birds are great. His love for birds is pretty cool. And it's like mine. It's like I have a love for, don't laugh at this, but I have a love for dachshunds. And I love them. And one day I'm going to get one. But anyways, coming in on the Phantom news, we have a new look at the new IronStudios new figurines of the Phantom and Flash Gordon. Shakti Comics' first responses from fans as I asked fans about what the quality is of the comic, and a new crowdfunding campaign. So in the last couple of hours and the last couple of days, fans have seen two new posts that are new figurines from IronStudios, and they are the Phantom and the Flash Gordon. Now, as I always put it, we've had last week I reported on new news from Boss Fight Studios, and now this week, only last couple of hours, have we seen new postings from IronStudios. And as I always like to see new merchandise out for the Phantom and for Phantom fans to get a hold of. And yeah, I reckon it's such a good idea that you've got new sort of people, or people that have been doing it for a long time and know how to get these merchandising options available to fans. But you've also got new people, new publishers, and new people that are just coming into the publishing world and who are publishing the Phantom. And I think the last couple of weeks we talked about this new German publisher that is obviously in their first comic, I think is coming out in January next year, which is 2022. So it's pretty cool that we get to see new figurines, new merchandise, and new publishers that are publishing the Phantom. And Shakti Comics have started selling their new Phantom, Flash Gordon, and Mandrake the Magician comics range and are fully in stock. Now, we're going to be putting up on the screen right now, like, we're going to be having most Indian fans that are looking forward and have been looking forward to these new comics for a long time. So I think basically back in July they announced that they were going to make new Phantom comics, and a lot of buzz was created, a lot of hype was created. In the last couple of months we've actually seen a fair bit of hype, and I'm basically a fair bit of hype. I know a lot of fans that have been expecting a high expectations for these new comics, because I was one of them. So I was one of those fans who was dying to know when this publisher would release their new series. And up on the screen right now, we're going to be having new responses from the Indian fans. Yeah, let's do this. A long time ago, even before I was born, I'm hearing that there is a new crowdfunding campaign to release a new set of replica cassettes of the Phantom in countries where Phantom and comics are sold. The crowdfunding page is called Bidra, and bidra.com is called bidra.no, and I'll be putting a link to the description down below where you can find and support this new crowdfunding campaign that is going to go down in history. So this new crowdfunding campaign, it's basically to release a new set. I think it's basically to release a new set of replica cassettes of the Phantom, like radio cassettes. Like, who in the modern day would use radio cassettes? I'm just saying that, like, they're retro stuff and they're so cool. Don't get me wrong, I have 3 old retro radios, so I know what people are talking about, and I know the expectations on when new merchandise and crowdfunding campaigns come to life. And if you would like to support PhantomCave reviews, you can do that by subscribing, like, share, comment what you would like to see on the channel, and as always, keep PhantomCave, and we'll see you next week on the PhantomCave YouTube channel.